Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us today at the Microsoft Research Summit. My name is Susan Dumais. I'm a technical fellow at Microsoft and the managing director of Microsoft's research labs in Cambridge, Massachusetts, New York City, and Montreal. I'm delighted today to be introducing presentations that will examine the future of search and recommendation systems. Over the last decade, search and recommendation have become increasingly pervasive, most notably with large-scale web search that has quite literally transformed how people find information, and also with recommendation services that suggest items ranging from movies to products to personal documents. But this is just the beginning. Search and recommendation are core to many Microsoft offerings. These include web-scale search, as in our Bing offering, search and recommendation capabilities that are available in enterprise, productivity, and applications. And finally, in search and recommendation services available in Microsoft Azure that enable others to build their own applications and services. These capabilities are critical to a wide range of vertical applications in areas such as biomedicine, in e-commerce, legal discovery, and so on. At Microsoft, we're developing new techniques that will continue to transform how people find and make sense of information everywhere. In this track on the future of search and recommendation, we'll present advances in hyper-personalization, in learning and using dense representations, in combining graphs and unstructured data in new ways, in causal modeling, and finally, in summarizing results to support people in making sense of information. We'll begin the first part of this track with an overview of Universal Search and Recommendation by Paul Bennett, who is a partner research manager here at Microsoft. This will be followed by a discussion of extreme classification by Manik Varma, who is a partner researcher in our Microsoft India lab. These overviews are going to be followed by a series of deeper dives in the areas of personalization, learning and retrieving from dense recommendations, and summarizing search results to support better decision making. In the area of personalization, Kristen Grauman, a professor at the University of Texas, Austin, will talk about her fascinating research on using computer vision models in fashion. These models enable the discovery of new styles, of personal recommendations, and of wardrobe creation. Tobias Schnabel, who at Microsoft, will also describe new recommendation algorithms that model subgroups of people who have similar preferences locally, but not globally. Next, you'll hear about new results on learning low-dimensional dense representations. Chen-Yang Zhang from Microsoft will talk about new training strategies for search, complex question answering, and reasoning. Deepak Saini, also from Microsoft, will describe a new extreme classification framework for recommendation. And Dangxi Chen from Princeton University will talk about her latest research on phrase retrieval systems. Now, these deep embeddings are going to be useful only to the extent that results can actually be retrieved efficiently and effectively from them. And to this end, Harsha Simhardi, Chi Chen, Jason Lee, and Knut Risvik from Microsoft will describe how we are rethinking from scratch search indexing and serving for dense representations. This includes advances in approximate nearest neighbor search, in combining dense and sparse indices, and in making all of this work at a massive scale in collections that are constantly changing. The final set of talks in this session has a more user-centric focus. Here, we consider how to better support people in making sense of results from search or recommendation systems. Professor Marty Hurst from UC Berkeley will talk about work that she's been doing on integrating summarization and question answering into chat and dialogue systems. Julia Kiseleva from Microsoft will talk about interactive grounded learning. And Subhajit Sam, also from Microsoft, will talk about summarization across multiple documents and modalities. Our goal in all of this research is to combine advances in algorithms, systems, and interaction techniques to extend our human capabilities and to amplify our ingenuity. Thank you for joining us today as we explore the future of search and recommendation.